Well, hello there. Welcome to the Blog to Business Show. I'm Dollie Freeman, your host, where I'm going to be sharing with you strategies of how to become a profitable product creator. If that gets you excited, I really look forward to sharing with you today's topic, where you're going to be understanding exactly what you need to become a product creator. Before we get started, I'd love to interact with you and say hello. And so I'd like you to just jump in. Let me share this and say hello and tell me how long you have been creating content online. I started my journey with content creator as a blogger back in 2012. Things have really changed so much since that time, when you could easily put content on social media and immediately see the traffic from what you just did. And you could know exactly what your efforts were and how they actually brought you traffic. Things have changed since 2012, and with it, so should your strategies. And that's what the Blog to Business Show is all about, where I come live almost every week sharing with you the strategies that will help you stand out in your market as an authority and help you understand the strategic actions you should be doing to actually create income from your product. If that sounds exciting, I look forward to actually sharing with you some of the training from today and each week moving forward. Okay, let's get started with today's training. There are 4 things you need to become a product creator. These 4 things are something that may overwhelm you if you're not even a content creator yet. But don't worry, there are things that you can be doing to get yourself motivated in that direction and help you to become strategic about shortening your distance from the time of creating an online presence to actually becoming a product creator. And that's where I'm here for you. So the very first thing you need to be doing to become a product creator is you must have a blog. A blog is a hub to your content that you share on any other platform. This is something that you need to understand. So if you are a podcaster, a Instagram TV star, have your own show, if you're on Facebook, if you are on YouTube, any other platform where you are sharing content consistently, you must also position yourself as a blog in order to have a hub for all of your products. Let me explain that a little bit more in a quote with you. A blog must be strategically leveraged to generate income from product offers. You need a hub. When you're creating products, along with your content that is shared on other platforms, you need a place to send them to actually be able to learn more about the product, but also to purchase it as well with a cart. This is so important, and it's oftentimes the very thing that is overlooked because you see your platform on social media, you see it on YouTube and podcasting and such. They're not yours. You're paying for them, but your blog is yours. You own it. It is like your address, so to speak, on the internet. And you're going to want to start creating your content as a hub on your blog so that you can send people to one place to be able to not only have your content being consumed, but also doing strategic actions to put them in a path that will lead to your products. So this is why I really say, regardless of where you're at sharing your content, you must also have a blog. Now, you don't have to call yourself a blogger, but you can call yourself content creators on whatever, but you need that one location to push people to in order for them to learn more about you, more about your product, and more importantly, to be able to purchase. So here's a blog tip that I want you to be thinking about to create strategic authority content that naturally flows into your product while removing the robbers and hinderers from your content. If you don't know what I mean by that, I encourage you to watch last week's show where I talked about the authority factor. In the authority factor, there are robbers, hinderers, and builders. And with the authority builders, you're going to want to have these 4 things that I'm sharing in today's show in place. So let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is your email list. Your list must be product focused or it won't convert. It will not be a converting list. It's so important that when you are actually gathering emails, you're not just collecting them. Collecting emails without a product strategy in place is creating cost as a liability instead of an asset. And this is where I see a whole lot of people making decisions based on the cost of having an email list instead of realizing that they're building liability versus an asset. When you have the right strategic email server, when you have the right email strategies, when you have the right flow going from what you're offering for people to get onto your list, as well as what you're doing inside your email, you are creating an asset to your business. So you cannot go into collecting emails as a liability. You need to become strategic to collect emails as an asset so that it can become an a product-focused email list and not just collecting debt. So, email tip. Product-aligned workshops are an effective list and income building strategy. This allows you to be able to serve your way to a sale. It's so important that your product aligns with whatever you're offering for people to get onto your list. That is the very first step of creating a product-focused list that will convert with your product sales. So this is your first tip you could be thinking about as you're working on creating that product-focused list. So number 3 is your Facebook page. Everyone thinks Facebook pages are dead, but what's really important is Facebook pages are a necessary part of scaling a business online. It is very important for you to have a Facebook page that is branded to your blog. Blog being the first thing that you're going to need. You're going to need an email list as an asset, not a liability. And the third thing is a Facebook page. Facebook pages are a necessity for scaling your business online. So oftentimes people think Facebook is dead. Facebook pages are dead. But here's the thing, Facebook algorithms aren't the problem. Your marketing habits are the cause to your page's small reach and no engagement. There are key things that you need to be doing to allow your Facebook page to work for you, to be building your authority for you, in order for you to actually become an authority where people want the product that you're positioning. So it's not about the Facebook algorithms. Facebook pages are not dead. Facebook pages are alive and well. It's your marketing habits that are causing the struggles that people are seeing today. Algorithm changes every time there's an algorithm change, it requires you to make sure that you're serving the purpose of that platform. Facebook has key purposes in line. They have a desire for it to be social and it to be effective. And when they see that you're not marketing the right way and lining up with their purpose, they make algorithm changes so that you're forced to align yourself with their purpose and their intention online. Their intention online is to keep people on Facebook, right? In order for you to benefit from the Facebook page, you need to align your marketing with the purpose of Facebook. So here's a tip. Stay on topic for your unique authority factor to attract your market while increasing your reach and engage naturally. When you stay on topic of what it is that you are going to be doing inside a product, Facebook is going to reward your reach and it's going to allow people to engage with you because now they see that you're giving them exactly what they're wanting. When your reach is not close enough to your engagement, it means your marketing is wrong. Impressions are something you should never even think about because impressions show that you're actually having a really bad marketing if your impressions and your engagement are completely far apart. So number 4, you're going to want an Instagram account. Instagram provides a platform to display the personal side of your business that naturally connects your audience to what you offer. This is what's so important with today is people really buy products from personal businesses, people that they can relate to, people that they have a connection to that resonates with them. When they see that backstory, that personal side to a business, they're almost loyal to the point of default that you really don't have to do too much to get them to want to be your customer. So that's the power of an Instagram account, is that you can build that personal side that your market is looking for. So what you have to realize is that marketing must be personal in order to scale. This is so important that you have to write this down. This is a write downer. This is something that you should memorize as you're working on your marketing, both on Facebook and on Instagram, but especially on Instagram. Marketing must be personal in order to scale. So here's a tip. Stories are an effective way to leverage the personal side of marketing, giving people behind the scenes, giving people that personal connection by going live, by sharing a little bit of videos with them about you, about your brand. The personal side of your brand is what's key when you're sharing your story. So I'm going to go ahead and conclude today with this. Next week's show is how to trust your gut in product creation. This is probably one of the biggest downsides to product creation, is not understanding how your gut should actually show you your decisions. And often we go with our heart, but in fact, it's our gut. Our gut is where intuition is. And I want to be sharing with you about that next week, because it's so important when you're looking at authority builders, when you're looking at robbers and hinderers, and how to allow your gut to guide you in your decisions. It's going to be a really good one, something you don't want to miss. So I'll see you next week on that one. And if you're not part of the Facebook group, Tribe of Product Creators, I encourage you to join me, search for it, get in the group. Inside this group, I'm offering my help to help you to identify a product idea for yourself if you're not sure of one yet. It's also a place for you to continue the conversation from these weekly shows. Make sure you understand it. Make sure you have my insights on how to make it happen. I welcome you with open arms, and I look forward to having you there. All right, I'll see you next week on the show. But for now, bye.